Hello and welcome to this, the 31st sunflower seed review on the seeds playlist. So I need to preface this with a couple things. One, I'm extremely tired. Like, very, very tired. Two, Takis Fuego? Takis Fuego? I am not exactly sure how you pronounce the product's name, the collaboration. That is because I have never had it. Okay? They have a rather large, the tortilla rolled chips, they have a rather large product line, but the only product out of that line which is available around me is the Fuego, or however you pronounce it. And it is promoted as intensely hot. Thus, I've never bothered. Thus, until I Googled a couple things right before I hit play or record, I didn't really know anything about it. That all said, I am also not overly looking forward to this. This has been a very long day, and this is probably not going to be the best end to a day that wasn't that great to begin with. So now, on to the review. Okay, so you have the standard BiGS bag, okay, is a 5.35 net weight ounce bag. It is a hanger bag, as denoted by the hole that it would hang from. Yeah, little tired. So up top is a sealed seam. There is a Ziploc. They're usually not engaged. This one is partially, but it doesn't matter because until you tear at one of these little tabs, that is a sealed seam, and it doesn't matter whether the Ziploc's engaged or not. Down the side, sealed seams. At the bottom, gusseted bottom, 2 sealed seams. And they're a little do flavor bigger. Did not improve my vision at all. Not even a little bit. On the back, you have a bunch of stuff. They have their do flavor bigger at the top. They have their little write up at the bottom with their website, which is BiGS.com. That's BiGS.com. They also have eating instructions, in case you need instruction on that. They have the child safety warning, although my videos are made for adults, so if you're a child, you shouldn't be here to begin with, so we'll bypass that. They have the ingredients list. They do have a little different in the middle here. It has huge seeds flavored in collaboration with Takis Fuego Intensity. So, and then they have more graphic branding. So what I am believing this to be is a hot chili lime is what the Fuego is, which is basically what the last product I did last week from BiGS was, which I did not finish because that was more heat than I wanted. And this is definitely going to be an absolute train wreck. Anyway, so there is a window on these. And I don't know if you can see that. This is one of 2 BiGS products. And by the way, this is the last BiGS product. After this, we will be moving into the Chinook line. This is the last one. There have been 2 that have a powder applied flavoring. The one is the pepperoni pizza in collaboration with Little Caesars. And the second is this. So these are powdered, and so was the Little Caesars product, sort of in the way that David products are powdered. Now, David and BiGS are from the same parent company. It is Conagra Brands. On the David products, they say Conagra Brands. For BiGS, they have made their own entity. It's BiGS Corporation of Chicago, Illinois, which happens to be the headquarters of Conagra Brands. So, I just completely forgot where I was going with that. So, okay, yeah, right. So, the powdering. So, it's sort of powdered like David products. And the pepperoni pizza was too. But this powder is sort of very red. And there seems to be an awful lot of it. And I don't think you can really tell. But let's just get into this because I don't want to say I don't want to be here, but I don't want to be here with this. Sort of like swishing around the mouth a little bit, only you do it in the bag. It doesn't really taste like sunflower seeds. I think this may be the first review where I've said that. And it doesn't smell bad. But it makes me hesitant. How about that? Yeah, it's heavily powdered with red, which you're going to get the overall vibe of there. It's even more red in person. Wow, it's really, really red. There's a lot of powder in this. There's a lot of powder. They have really, really, really flavored this. They have gone the extra mile to make this flavorful. Anyway, not to put off any longer, but in 3, 2, and 1, you want to pause for nutritional information. That is for the entirety of the bag. There are 2.5 servings in this bag, so if you want a serving size number, take any one of the numbers that you just saw on that sheet of paper there and put it on a calculator and divide by 2.5 equals. End result will be the serving size amount. Okay. Yeah, there's red powder coming off my hands. This is what you're looking at. You can see the seed is red, basically. Okay. This is a shorter one. These big products, the shells tend to trend larger than David and not be as brittle. The kernels are basically the same, though. And away we go. Yeah, they're hot. And it's a shame, too. Because before the heat kicked in, it's a really good flavor. It's a chili lime, and the lime really pops. But to tell you the truth, though, it's sort of hit and receded. So now I'm not sure. The other problem with this is the flavor, the powder aspect. Powder tends to work into places and not come free easily afterwards, like in between the taste buds on your tongue. So if the powder's really hot, it may have lasting effect. I'm so hoping the heat doesn't pick up here, but I know it's going to. There was initial release of it right after the lime flavor, and it sort of receded back a little bit. But it's definitely there. And when I swallowed saliva and a kernel, it just hit the back of my throat. Okay, well, you know what? This is not as bad as I thought it would be, because I was sure I was going to be emptying out into the thing within like a minute or two. Tell you what I am noticing, though. Little zingy in the mouth, but somewhat tolerable, actually, compared to that last product I did. It doesn't seem to be building yet. But I'll tell you what I am feeling. I feel like my whole face is getting really, really warm. Like my forehead and everything. And that's why it's sort of like, I don't know what's with me. I don't like a lot of mouthfeel. I just don't find it comfortable. Some people really, really go out of their way for that. You know. But the problem I have with it from a personal aspect is it's a shame for me, and maybe for the companies too, as me being a consumer, the flavors involved with some of this stuff are excellent. The flavor right now with this is excellent. That initial lime hit was great, but tell you what, the flavor's good. The lime sort of took the back seat. The flavor's good, and I am not finding this any more, with the exception of my face feeling warm, which is a little odd. I'm not finding this any more, like, hot than last week's product, which was the chili limon. Which I was sure looking at this product. I've been looking at this for like weeks now. I've been like, yeah, we'll do that next week. Next week comes around. Yeah, we'll do that next week. Finally, I ran out of products. I was like, I got to do it to finish the line. So, this is another product that's, surprised me. I'm always bracing for the worst. And then, at first I was like, you know what, it'll be okay because BiGS flavors are subdued a little bit. But then I got to last week's product, and that turned out not to be subdued. And then I'm looking at this through the window going, wow, that's a lot of red powder stuff going on. But really, compared to last week's product, there is no more mouthfeel. It's zingy in the mouth. And I got a warm sensation going on with the entirety of my head now. But mouthfeel-wise, it's tolerable. Now, I don't know how much of a bag I'd go through in a sitting. Like one of these guys, I can basically finish one of these. If I'm now, this time of year right now, I am not in front of the computer for very long at all at night. And I don't think the computer could take it anyway. But in the wintertime, I can finish a bag of these at the desk in a couple hours. This will probably intensify in flavor. You know what? I'm going to pause it. As long as this computer will take it. I'll be back in a minute and we'll see how bad it gets, if it does at all. Okay, so it is getting a little hotter. Okay, I've been gone a few minutes. But that lime blast at the very beginning, now, it must be because of the powder. There's this blast of lime, and then it's like gone. But it's like excellent. And I'm not like a big lime fanatic by any means, But it's really good. It's good enough that I almost think, wow, maybe they should just do lime. Or lime with like a non-hot chili type deal. So it's getting hotter. But, you know, nothing compared to what I was bracing for, basically. I don't even think it's even as hot as that chili lemon. And the only odd aspect heat-wise is that, like, my whole face and my ears feel warm. But zinginess in the mouth, any discomfort, not really. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and eat these all night, but they're more tolerable to me than the chili lemon, which I did first because I thought that was going to be the cakewalk and this was going to be an absolute mess. But not the case. So, acting a little goofy tonight because I am extremely tired and not quite sure how much longer this computer's going to hold out. So, I am off. This has been my review. Takis Fuego flavored big sunflower seeds. Roasted in the U.S. in the 5.35 net weight ounce hanger bag. Hanger hole already ripped off. I do hope you are well. Do take care of yourselves, and as always, God bless.